Hello, everyone. Today we're building an AI traffic system using YOLO. Our model tracks vehicles, calculates speeds in kilometers per hour, and generates a live congestion heat map. Watch slow traffic turn the road red while fast lanes stay blue, transforming video into a powerful map for smart city planning.
If you enjoy our content and want to see more, don't forget to hit subscribe.
Hello everyone. Today we are going to make an intelligent traffic analysis system that uses AI to see and understand how vehicles move on a road. By using a smart computer vision model called YOLO, our system doesn't just detect cars, it tracks their every move, calculates their exact speed in kilometer per hour, and even creates a colorful traffic heat map. This heat map acts like a thermal map for the road. Whenever the car slows down or gets stuck in a jam, the road turns red to signal heavy traffic, while the fast moving lanes stay blue. By bridging the gap between the simple video pixels and real world physics, we can transform a basic camera feed into a powerful tool for smart city planning. So this is our notebook for this project. As I have already given you the overview about it, the core capabilities include the high precision vehicle detection. We will be using the YOLO 11X model to detect the cars, because from the top down view, the cars appears very small. So we will be using the X model so that it can detect the cars easily. And we will also be estimating the real-time speed of every car, and also be mapping the density heat map, as I told you before, to check whether the automatic congestion detection, like the vehicles are very close, it means that they might stuck in a heavy traffic, or if even their speed is low, then it also signals that there is a traffic in the road. It has several real-world applications, like it can be used in the smart city traffic management, and can also be used in the automated speed enforcement, like detect and log vehicles exceeding the local speed limits without requiring manual radar traps, because it just monitors from the aerial view only. And infrastructure planning as well, like we can analyze the heat map that we received, which can help us in planning the new roads that we will build, so we can reduce the traffic on those roads as well. It can also be in the safety monitoring as well, and also the logistics and fleet analysis. And now coming to the part of data labeling, you can always annotate your custom data set using the labeler. It is a very simple process. You just need to sign up at the labeler and just upload your images there, and you can easily annotate your images and later download it in the CocoJSON format as well. So the video data set that I will be using in this project, I'll first show you that. So this is the video data set that I will be using. You can see it is an aerial view of a roundabout where cars are moving. You can see the cars are very slow here. It means there is a high density of traffic and the cars are freely flowing here. So we will just monitoring every car speed as well and mapping the heat map of it. So the first step is to clone some library. We will be git cloning this library of label, which will help us to perform several functions later on. So you can just git clone it. And the next step will be the random frame extraction method. The library which we cloned earlier, the label library, we will be using in this step. We'll be just importing this function called extract random frames, which will give us a total of 25 images of that video frame. The images I received are here, the dataset frame. I got the 25 images here. Now the next step will be to upload this 25 images to the labeler website, where we can just perform the annotations. And now I just show you the labeler website where I have performed all the annotations on it. So here you can see the annotations I have performed. You can see I have marked all the vehicles in the each frame. Similarly, I have done for all the frames as well. You can see here. See, I have marked all the vehicles here. Similarly, you can also perform these annotation on the labeler website. It is a very simple process. And after all your annotations have been completed, you just download it in the CocoJSON format and upload your downloaded file in the project folder. Now after completing the annotation, just import the JSON file you received in the project folder, like I have exported here. There is my JSON file. Now I'll just convert the Coco to YOLO format, because it is essential for the project for the model training. I have given the path to the JSON path here, and I will again use the library which we cloned earlier, and using the function called Coco to YOLO converter. This will convert my JSON file to the YOLO format. I have kept the train ratio 0.7, validation 0.2, and test ratio 0.1. And here I received the YOLO dataset. You can see the images folder. Here is the labels folder. It is divided into test, train, and validation. Like here, you can see. Similarly, the labels also, which are the annotation that we got from the labeler. Now the next step is to just download the pip install your Ultralytics, because now the step is our model training. So we'll just load and train the YOLO segmentation model, and I will be using the YOLO 11X as I specified earlier, because the cars are very small from the top view. So it is better if we train the model in the YOLO 11X, because it can help to detect the car more easily and reduce the error. So we will be training for the 50 epochs and the batch size of 8. So after the training has been completed, you will receive the base.pd file like I received here. Here's my base.pd file. Now the next step will be the YOLO segmentation plus tracking inference. Now we'll just run the base.pd file we got to check the raw video and see the segmentation have been marked properly or not. So after running this code, I will just show you the output we received. So this is the output we received. You can see all the cars have been marked properly. It is marked in the blue color and there is no error. Each and every car has been marked. So the model training was very good. Now moving forward to the next step. Now the next is a very important step. We'll be using the interactive pixel to meter calibration tool, because to map the speed of the vehicle from the top view, we just need to get the total meter cover in every pixel. For this, we will be using that. We will just take a car which is approximately of 4.5 meters. We will mark the front and back of the car, and how many pixels covers between them, we will just divide it by that. So we will get meters in every pixel. So we just run this code. Now I just explain by running this code as well. Now you can see a window is open. Now if I see this is a 4.5 meter car, I will first mark the front bonnet of it. You can see with the red color the front bonnet has been marked, and now the back bonnet. So this much length is in the real world is of 4.5 meters, but we want to know that how many pixels are there between the 4.5 meters, so that we can get the length of every pixel in it. So we'll just run and press enter Q to exit. So we'll get the points like the point 1 is this and the point 2 is this. So the distance in pixel is 68.45. So the meter per pixel will be 0.065. So meaning that in every pixel there is 0.065 meters in it, which is important for our velocity calculation. So now moving to the final step, it is an intelligent traffic analysis system in which we will be including the object tracking and the speed estimation and the heat map in it. So the architecture will be like, first we'll give the input video, then the YOLO segmentation. After it, we'll track the object tracking, and then in the trajectory extraction, we will calculate the speed calculation. We will calculate the speed by the method like we have got the average meters in every pixel, because it's a 60 fps video. So every minute has 60 frames, so around 1 second for one frame. So let's say if the car moves by 5 pixels in 1 second, so we can just calibrate it and get the speed in the kilometer per hour. And the final step will be the heat map generation. So first we'll calculation of pixel to meters. We have already calculated it, the 4.5 meter car for the distance, and it was around 0.065 meters per pixel. Then the segmentation and tracking using the bot sort. And here comes the physics behind the speed estimation. As I told, we will calculate the pixel distance and the real world distance. And for the velocity, we'll just multiply it by 3.6 to convert the meter per second to the kilometer per hour. So it gives us a very good velocity for every vehicle by the top down view, and it's always very accurate as well. So now the part of the weighted heat map, we will just, what will we do, like when the vehicle is stopped, meaning that its speed is around 0 kilometer per hour, then the heat contribution it will give is 10 times. And if the car speed is low, then the heat contribution is high, and if the car is very fast, then the heat contribution low, which gives the blue color of it. So the next step is the spatial signal and exponential delay, like meaning that the car moves by, then the heat color degrades by the time. And here comes the final composition, the 70% of the original plus 30% of the heat map. This is just to include the different cars moving on the same plane. So this is the now the code for it. Now we'll just run this code and see the output we received from it. So this is the output we received. You can see every car has been shown with the speed they have, like this is 25, this is 35, and it is calculating the real time. And also the heat map has been marked, like if the car is moving very high speed, then the color is blue. If it's in the medium, then it's converges to the yellow color. And here is the heavy traffic, so it is in the red color. And we have also implemented the logic, if the cars are moving very close, then also it increases the heat map density. And if the car is moving alone with high speed, then it gives the blue color for it. So this was all for the code, and we get the output very clean, and all the speed have been tracked properly. So thanks for watching the video till the end, And if you like this project, you can also check our other popular YouTube videos that Labeler posted, and always stay connected to our other social media platforms. Thank you.
If you'd like to explore practical resources and hands-on examples, we've created a dedicated GitHub repository. It's filled with cookbooks covering computer vision, AI agents, and more. Link is in description.